just want to say a few things. I don't always throw parties for myself, so it felt a little awkward. But first, I want to thank you all for being here tonight, not just to celebrate a book, but to celebrate vulnerability, growth, and the wild, beautiful ride of becoming who we're really meant to be. The book Living Out Loud, much like Locke's Promise, started as a passion project. It was born from a need, not just mine, maybe even yours, but a need to ask, is this it, or is there more? For anyone who's ever felt stuck, static, or buried under something heavy, this is proof that you can rise, you can change, you can evolve, and you never ever have to settle for being done. I want to start by thanking Raiden, my partner, my biggest puzzle piece. You encouraged me to keep going even when I couldn't find the words. You helped me hold the voice of the book steady, one that doesn't drown in darkness, I fell there a few times, but invites others to feel, to heal, and to discover themselves. And you didn't ask to read it, you didn't need to know the details, but you helped me through the hardest parts of it just by being you. To my why, Morgan, thank you for being exactly who you are, for being bold, brave, and beautiful, for stating your mind, holding your true to your own thoughts and opinions. You are forging your own path in this world, and I couldn't be prouder. You are the reason behind every step I take, every idea I chase, every moment I choose to show up. You remind me what matters, and you ground me in love, purpose, and truth. To Josh, Ken, and Cindy, the Locks, thank you for your continued support, even though I threw the largest wrench into your lives. And thank you for seeing me still as your family. They say you can't pick your family, but I definitely picked mine, and I'm not going anywhere. I promise I'm going to hold on. I cherish you. I know what I have. To Jen and Teresa, when I sent out the invite to this party, I most definitely hand-selected everyone, but never thought you'd show up, as you have lives, families, and a 3-hour one-way trip. And to learn that you were coming today with no agenda, but to come into town early and help me set up and prepare without being asked, hounded, or begged, all my love. You know me, but more importantly, you hear the words I don't say, and you show up when it matters. To my tribe, we may break apart, we may bounce around, but we always come back together laughing harder than ever. It's true that it all feels different now. It's not what it used to be. It won't be. I changed. And that's a hard pill to swallow because we were pretty friggin' awesome a decade ago. I thank you for trying to evolve with me and support me the best you can. And to Christy, you may not have a name in this book, but as the book says, you are my anchor and my friend. You helped me keep it together. You pushed yourself past your own struggles to remain a constant in my life. And you have had a larger impact than you'll know. Read the book. I don't know if you realize how big of a feat that this book was for me. It was big enough that I threw this damn party. But as not to list everyone here and to consolidate my thank yous, to everyone remaining unnamed in the book and in this room, you know who you are. I see you, I love you, I respect you. You received this invite for a reason. You stood by me when others said you shouldn't. You guided me, you supported me, and you helped me find my footing again and again. Some of you are new and just learning who I am. Hold on, it's a hell of a roller coaster ride, but it's fun. To those who've watched me find my new normal more times than I want to count, thank you. And the person who once told me you were diagnosed with MS because you're the kind of person who will turn it into something. You were right. This year we've launched Locke's Promise, and now those living with MS in New Hampshire are learning that living doesn't have to be quiet or hidden. They too can live out loud. This year marks 10 years of me being out and proud. 6 years since my diagnosis, and almost 1 year of Locke's Promise. I've worked hard, I pushed past limits, mental, physical, emotional. Ask my therapist, she's making a fortune. But I couldn't have done any of it without all of the people in this room's love and support. Whether you draft read the book, she couldn't come. Acted as a sounding board, she couldn't come. And you're another author that I admired, leaned on, and helped for guidance, she couldn't come. Maybe you're a part of a string of group texts that just is there to make me laugh, you're all here. You may have sponsored, donated, volunteered, showed up, or simply patted me on the back and said, keep going. I appreciate you deeply. Tonight isn't about promoting the book. It's not about asking for donations, but no one will stop you. It's about celebrating the most vulnerable, heart-slapping, mind-blowing thing I never thought I'd do. If you asked me years ago if I'd be an advocate, I would have asked you for what? Started a nonprofit? No. Sounds like a lot of work. Write down the hardest parts of my life and share them with the world? Why? But here we are, and I've learned that telling your story is your strength. You have to own it. You have to tell it well. You have to tell it often, but you also have to leave that book open to add chapters to it. Being vulnerable is healing, and if that's true, I'm going to be healed in no time. So please eat the food, drink the super cool signature beverages, and if you're working on your sobriety or underage, grab a chapter 9. It's named after the sobriety chapter. And it's just as bold and refreshing as this journey has been. Thank you for living out loud with me, everyone.